What's up, everybody? Master Reactor here, and today we have a replay, and also I will be playing in this tournament this Sunday. So if you're watching this, shoot me some good luck vibes. I'll be playing in this. I got in it. So let's see with this deck that I'm playing right now, because I just won 5 in a row with it, and we're gonna do a replay versus Paul the Terratop Ortman, 1300 rating. So let's see what happens here. He throws rock. I throw rock. He throws rock. I throw rock. And I'm dying on the rock. I don't give a shit. Just dying with it. With the rock. Getting the rock. And he threw scissors. So I win the rock, paper, scissors. So I got Spy, Deco, Sangin, Solemn, Spy, and Snatch. He's got Breaker, Spy, Snatch, Cast Sorcerer, and Graceful. I decide to set Sangin and set Solemn and say go. He draws into Deco. Runs out the Breaker on me. And I got Solemn Judgment set, but I decide not to use it because it's a little early in the game and losing that much life points over a Breaker. He did get the plus right there on me right easily with the Breaker, but it happens. So I get to search. I go ahead and grab Tsukiyomi, and he just says go. I decide to set Spy and say go. He draws in a duo. He decides to attack the face down, which is a Spy. I go get a Spy. Then he decides to fire the duo that he just drew. So we got the duo on me. 6, he picks the Deco, and I throw out the Spy. He sets his Spy and says go. I decide, fuck it, let's just get a little bit aggressive and see what I can do, and hit. There's no way that I can win this game. As you look at the cards that's they're lying right now, this shit's over with. And he gets, I run into a Spy and he attacks it. Flip his Breaker down, run into it, set Wing Blast and say go. He draws an Upstart, which is awesome. He upstarts me, I gain 1,000. He draws into Trap Dust Shoe, which is awesome. Damn, he's getting everything. This is just game 1. He decides to Snatch Steal. I'm just like, okay, you got me. Snatch Steal, runs into both of my Spies and hits me for 12. And he decides to set his Deco and set his Trap Dust Shoot. And standby phase, he Trap Dust Shoots me. Instead of picking BLS, he goes for Tsukiyomi because he sees I have Snatch Steal, which is probably a misplay because I instantly upstart and I draw Faith. Run out the Faith and run into his Spy. So now I have a Dark and a Light. And I main phase 2, bring out the BLS and banish the monster. He draws into heavy, he instantly fires it. I say okay. And now he has Graceful. He draws Kaiku, Upstart, and Chaos Sorcerer. Still no lights. Upstart, knock, and this shit is funny. He tries to bluff the knock, and I fall for it because I just banish here. Set Jar Greed, say go. He's still looking for a light, can't draw it. I draw a Greed, draw another one, draw on a knock. I banish it again, just like screw it, I don't know what your face down is. Now he has Yomi, he decides to set it and he knocks it, which now that sucks. He tops like Tsukiyomi, hits me for 11, says go. I draw on a Graceful, let's fucking go. Draw a Greed and a Deco. I decide just to set Deco, I don't even fire it the turn I draw it. I decide just to set the Deco and just say go. And just say fuck it, let's play ball. And this next turn is where shit gets nasty. He sets Faith and says go. I flip Deco, draw, knock the shit, boom. Hit him for 14. Oh, don't get nasty this turn. But I hit him for the 14. Then I fire the Graceful. Get the Thunder Dragon. And I throw out Heavy and Tribe. I discard the Thunder Dragon, go grab them both. And decide to set Faith, set Wing Blast, say go. He draws into Book of Moon. He runs out the Deco and swings out my Faith, which is, I go get Graceful, and he sets Book of Moon. In phase, I put that down, and he just knows what time it is. And he can't take any more, so he just scoops. So that was game 1. In phase, Wing Blast for the instant scoop. So we take those. Game 2, I think I board into Kaikus and Mind Controls. I want to say 4 cards. Alright, I opened Thunder Dragon, Sinister, Deco, Chaos Sorcerer, and Jar. He's got Book, Deco, Snatch, Ring, Kaiku, Thunder Dragon. Discards a Thunder Dragon. Grabs 2. He sets Deco and sets Ring and says go. I draw into Mirror Force. Discard the Thunder Dragon. I decide to set Sinister, set Jar, set Mirror Force, and say go. He's got Sinister, TD, Snatch, Kaiku, Book, TD. With a Deco face down. So he's going to flip the Deco and draws into Sangan, which is fine. He decides to attack and he hits me for 1,000, which is fine. This is a slower game. I draw on a duo, which I can't fire because I know he has Thunder Dragons. So I get the Sinister back, and I decide to draw a Greed, which gives me Spy, which is a good card, because now I can just set the Spy and say go. He draws in the Tribe. And he decides to attack into the Spy, go get the Spy. And he runs out the Tribe, discards the Sinister. Okay, now that he has 4, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it. Let's just go for the duo. And of course, I pick a Thunder Dragon. He throws out his Thunder Dragon. I run out Kaiku. He decides to book the shit, which is fine. Run out the Deco. And I try to run into the Tribe, and he rings the Deco. So cool. And now I have literally nothing but a Mirror Force and a Ring. And I set the Ring and say go. He grabs the Sinister. Flips the Tribe. Discards the Sinister. Pops my Chaos Sorcerer. Tries to attack me. Have to Mirror Force to live. No choice. He gets Deco again. Sets his Deco. Says go. I draw on the Kaiku. I run it out. Swing on him. He draws Faith. Draws in a Nobleman. Gets a Sinister back. Snatches my shit. Hits me for 18. I decide to ring him. I'm like, fuck it, I'm dead anyways. He sets Faith and says go. I draw into Graceful. This is the turn where it gets nasty. I draw into Graceful. I draw Mind Control, Pot of Greed, and Heavy. This is where it gets crazy. I Heavy Storm the back row, which is a knock. I Pot of Greed. Draw Mind Control. Graceful the shit. I drop the Mind Control on his Faith. Use Graceful again. Oh, I need something to drink. Can't talk. And I decided to run out Tribe and poke him. And set MST and just say go. He's got Chaos Sorcerer. And runs into it. I'm like, alright. Sets and no, he decides not to set. And look at that. I top deck the BLS. I Mind Control. Bring it all out and still beat him after that crazy ass shit where he had plus like crazy. I top deck 1 BLS, 2-0 sweep with the Mind Control in hand. Damn. How did I just come back from that shit? Have no clue because he had me literally dead to nothing. And I just top deck BLS with Mind Control over to Kaiku. See you later, alligator. But yep, y'all hit the like, hit the sub. That was a crazy game. How many times have you won because you top deck BLS? And if I would have threw out the Mind Control with Graceful, I would have been fucked. But I figured he was gonna have some shit like that, so I threw out the knock instead and kept the Mind Control. And he already summoned Kaiku, so he tried to set that monster, which he couldn't. So because he summoned the Kaiku that turn. But all right, hit the like, hit the sub, peace.